Hello. Today I'm doing another live stream, of course, here, and I have a couple of objectives. If you can let me know if the video is choppy at all, that would be helpful. I don't think it is, but my computer preview looks kind of choppy. So hello everyone who's been chatting already. I've tried to clean up the way everything looks here a little bit, and I've tried to fix my audio slightly. We'll see how that goes. Some people had difficulty hearing me in the VODs in the last video, so I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's telling me it's not dropping any frames, but I have no idea what the problem is. It could be... I don't know what it is. Yeah, I really wish I could figure that out. Let me try something here. Let's see, what capture device? I have multiple running here. I think the computer is being overwhelmed, and that's more what it is. So actually, yeah, maybe smooth there. No, that's going, yeah. It'll happen on both capture devices, so it's not, it's more of an encoding issue than anything else. So, yeah. If it's cheap, one of those cheap ones can't do 1080p. Well, this camera, the big one here, is over Blackmagic Intensity Pro 4K, so it's not the capture card. That is basically designed to handle this camera, so it's yeah, that part's fine. The GoPro here, though, is connected to one of the cheap ones, so yeah, that's what that is. But I'm pretty sure it's the computer being overwhelmed. I can't adjust filters in real time, or can I? Okay, I'm about to, this could be something. I don't know. Disabling some source record options in real time feels a little, yeah, a little strange. It can do 720p 60 fine. Maybe, I feel like I wanted to do this in 1080p, but we'll see. Maybe down the road I'll drop down in resolution. I'm not sure. It's really no problem, though. The audio is totally fine, so it doesn't really matter. Well, that's good. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch cams here so I can show you what today's objective is. So I have my test bench out, and what I'm doing here is I'm going to be testing two sound cards. So this is just the first thing up today. So I have two CT4170 sound cards, and I'm going to be testing both of these on here because I'm going to be giving one to someone, and I just want to make sure that they're all working correctly and that they're not going to have any issues. So I actually also have here, bring this up. Oh, okay, I was going to show you, maybe it's Windows 98 doing this. Okay, there we go. I was going to be really annoyed. So I actually have VGA capture set up and working here, but it's trying to mess with me, I guess, still. So, yeah. But that's the plan here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be going through and making sure that the cards work. And I want to try and find DOS drivers to get them working that way. So I actually, where did I put those? I have some SD cards here. One of these should be able to boot DOS on this thing. I haven't tested it yet because I've just been in a mad rush with multiple projects and different things taking up my time. So I actually have the monitor I will be referencing over here. Why is this not filling the image here? That is weird. Okay. You have a Dell 2001 FP over here, and the video is just postage stamp size, but whatever. So yeah, let's see. So I realized right as I was getting this all set up here, though, that I didn't have speakers. Or a way of really easily recording audio, because I didn't have that here. So I'm actually going to be plugging in, no, those are not power. So I'm just going to be plugging in some speakers real quick here, so that you guys can hear the sound, and then I can make sure that it actually works. Whoops, I just bumped my pedal. I wanted to get all this set up beforehand, but I just ran out of time on that one. So let me get this shut down here, because one of the things I'm going to need to do is get drivers onto here, and this one's kind of messed up with drivers for the All-Real Vortex I normally use. I was just making sure I had everything working there. Let me go ahead and hide the video capture for now, because that'll just be having an issue. Let me plug those speakers into power as well. I could potentially do audio capture, but it would be a whole other ball of wax. I mean, I definitely could, given enough time, but I didn't want to try and throw that in here as well in my first stream with VGA capture, because that's complicated enough. So, actually, I can go back to this as well for right now. So, pop these over there. And this thing won't ever actually shut down. On my monitor over here, you can see it's showing the Windows 98 logo. It hasn't actually finished off. So, oh, hello, Beta 64. So he's actually the one I'm going to be sending the sound card to. Yeah, hi. So I'm actually in progress with getting my test bench set up here, and I have my different operating system SD card. So I'm starting out with a clean Windows 98 card. I'm going to try and figure out which one of these that is. Thank you. Yeah, it's a modified version of my intro for my videos. It was kind of interesting to figure out how to make transparent with DaVinci Resolve. So, alrighty, let's see if that card will boot. So, loading boot record, alrighty. Fortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to test these. So these were written from disk images that I took of the cards once I had them configured. And I'm not 100% sure they'll boot. If not, then actually over here I should just grab them now. I have the SD cards that are pre-configured with everything, but they'll have extra stuff that I don't really want. And this was one of those things that just got kind of a little confused in my move, because I chucked all of my SD cards in one Altoids tin so that I could know where they all were, and now I'm not sure what's where and what has what on it. So that's fun. Okay, that one's not going to work. Hopefully the DOS one works. Not, then we're going to have to use a slightly messy DOS one, which just means I'll have to swap out or just work on the config sys lines. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to look up CT4170 drivers DOS. All right. What's doing the capturing there? So this is actually my dedicated capture computer, and it's using a DataPath Vision RGB E1S. I have mixed feelings about it, but it overall works pretty well. Mr. Tangent over here has helped me with a ton with setting up my old PCs. Yes, I've hung out in Beta's streams and given him some pointers and stuff. Oh, man, okay, I'm thinking none of the SD cards I wrote specifically for this are going to work. That's very frustrating. I will have to figure that out. I thought I had a system in place where I could basically create snapshots of my installs so that I wouldn't have to keep reinstalling everything to make them work, but looks like maybe not. That's funny. A SanDisk Wii SD card. Didn't realize that was in there. So that's why the second video on the VGA series isn't done yet? Yes, that is. Yeah. There's a lot of things that have had to go into trying to research that. So I think one of my 8 gig cards here will have DOS, so it might be this one, because those are clearly not all going to work. Let's see. Unfortunately, mixed in these SD cards from the move are the ones from my Roland W30 as well, which is a whole other thing. So I need to get these sorted out again. I just found these yesterday, and I haven't had a chance to do this, and I'm trying to get the project here done. Oh, it's a 128 gig card? That's got to be bad or something. Man, these really just don't want to play ball with me. All right. All right, let's try Windows 98 again here. I know that will at least make sound. Let's just verify that that will boot. I'll start moving confirmed not working cards over there. This 2 gig card may have DOS on it. Oh, did I bump the pedal again? Probably. Yep, that one's gonna work. Hola, what's happening here? So I am currently trying to test out 2 Sound Blaster CT4170s. They work. I have put them both through here, but I just want to make sure that there are no problems, and I want to get DOS drivers set up. Yes, that is the good boot sound for sure. If you should check out the Windows NT 4.1 boot sound as well, actually. That one's really good. But yeah, I want to, this is my test bench that I put together, and I'm just right now trying to figure out where my DOS boot drive for it went, because I need to get DOS drivers working. Such loud? Oh, it was too loud? Okay, that's good to know. I'll turn that down here. Let's see. I gotta move the capture up a little. So this is kind of fun. I use a basically an air mouse for my VGA capture card. Oh, cool! I opened a terminal. Let's just close that. So what I'm actually doing here is I'm doing full HDMI capture of the capture PC, and then I'm just showing the window. That's why it's got a weird blue border and stuff on it. So let's see. I was gonna double check the sound. Keyboard is going to be on the chopping block here for, here we go, stream subject at some point. That seems a little loud. Alright, there's probably good. Oh, that test bench, did you ever get the parts you needed to make it good for your use cases? Yeah, it's pretty much ready to rock here now. I'm really happy with it. It's also kind of silly, but I'm pretty happy that I was able to get all light gray peripherals to put, or drives to put in the front. So these aren't beige, they're actually light gray, like HP would use. And I think it just looks better than beige stuff since it's all monochrome. Yeah. But okay, so that sound is working. It's probably much better volume level. So okay, let me go ahead and shut this down and then see if this SD card will boot. Ooh, man, phase is terrible on that. I would adjust that, but that's not what live is for. Oh. Yeah, let me also go ahead and clear that while I'm doing this. That did not work. You know what, let's just use this view. So yeah, I've got all my SD cards scattered down here. So nice overlays, thank you. You haven't missed much yet, David. I'm mostly just getting warmed up here and trying to figure out which SD cards have what operating systems on them. I'm hoping this one's DOS now, because I think I was using one of these ones that has a micro SD in the adapter for DOS. So, okay, let's see what this does on boot. Definitely, that's another 2 gig card, that's potential. Loading boot record, yeah, every time it says that, it doesn't actually boot, so I'm not getting my hopes up. Got a lot of 2 gig cards here. Got some 1 gig cards. I forgot about those. 16. That might be one. I don't remember. I think I should try this 32 gig though next. Because, yeah. Now I want multicam setup. It's pretty nice. It's taken a lot to get it to where I'm happy with it. A lot of off-stream testing. But it works out fairly well for some stuff. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and hide the capture view until I actually get something that boots here. Let's just go ahead and do that. That's another no. Alright. while I'm figuring out what's going on with that, this is the keyboard I was just mentioning. So I actually picked this up. I haven't really had a chance to test this or use it because I picked it up while I was in the middle of my move to my office. And it's really nice because it is a Cherry mechanical keyboard. And it has a full-size trackball built in. Now, if you've seen some of my older videos, you may remember that I also have a different Cherry trackball keyboard. This one uses ML switches, but it's kind of funny to have a big one and a little one now. How do you avoid getting your hair in your eyes? I let my hair grow out 2020, 2021. Hair kept getting to my eyes. So the majority of my life I've spent wearing a hat, and my hair has kind of grown down along my scalp, but I will generally wear a hat when it's really getting in my face if I'm doing like work or something. So yeah, hat. Let's see. Yeah, this keyboard is awesome, isn't it? Yeah, hat, and then I also end up folding it behind my hair or ears a lot, just constantly. Well, yeah, I need to do a full teardown and cleaning on that keyboard. It's dirty. I'm not even sure what the white stuff is on here. It flakes off. I'm thinking it's plaster because I spent some time in the garage where I found it. So. You know, I guess I could be popping these SD cards in my laptop here and checking what shows up on there. Might even be quicker than seeing if they boot or not. Let's see. That one's labeled with my camera. I don't think that one works. This one's got an X on it, so it won't work. Let's see. This is a 1 gig card. I don't think I would have used that for DOS. Looks like does not have a partition table. Nope. Well, nothing useful. Next one. Nothing. Next. Nope. Definitely wouldn't have put it on the Wii card, but just in case. Oh my gosh, it's on the Wii card. Are you kidding me? That's where I put it? Alright, well, okay. So I guess I'm using the Wii SD card for DOS. That's the one that it's on. Okay. Go ahead and bring up the video capture again. But yeah, Cody, you asked about the test bench. It's already been very useful, and I've been able to use it to test a bunch of things. Non-system disk, are you kidding me? It has DOS on it. Oh. I tested out a Voodoo Banshee on this thing, which was kind of interesting, and part of why I don't want to use that Windows 98 install I have, because it's kind of messy with stuff. So if I really have to here, I have a Gotek, and I might use it to just reinstall DOS on here. Because this is kind of driving me nuts. Did you know that most parts of the Wii are also shaped like SD cards? Yes, yeah, actually, I had noticed that. They really liked that chopped corner look. Alright, what's this micro? That's another 256 megs. Wow. Okay, this one's a 2 gig card as well. Really thought I had a DOS one ready to go. Alright, well, it's still hiding out there somewhere then. That's very annoying. Really feel like it was this one, though. Now it's bugging me that I can't find it. Go ahead and switch back. 2 gig. That's Windows 98. How did that not boot? That's got Windows 98 on it. I don't know. Yeah, really, computers never want to work when you think they're going to. This one's also complicated because I don't leave it in like one configuration long term, so it's easier for it to not work. I'm going to dedicate one of these cards. Oh, this one's literally labeled Wii Homebrew. What? I have not soft modded a Wii. Well, I'll leave that one just because it's interesting. Okay, let's say this 2 gig Patriot card, that one will become my DOS drive. So, okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. I need to go back to DOS 3.3. Go ahead and switch back to video capture here. So this should boot. I don't know if I can easily show you the display on here because I can barely see it, but I have set up my GoTech there in the background with a 16:2 LCD, so that should... Oh, DOS 3. No, that's not what I want at all, actually. I want 622. Yeah, that. Come on. I forget how to GoTech. Oh, I hope that's not all I have on there. That can't be right. Man, everything's going to fall apart for this, isn't it? All right. Let me pull out the flash drive and see what disk images are on there. All right, GoTech. It has a bunch. You know what? I'm just going to remove DOS 3 so that it won't start with that. GoTech folder, just pull it off. And it should default to DOS 622 because that will be the first item. Okay. And DOS 622, there we go. Disk 1, all right. See if this will actually boot now. You know, it's possible. I'm going to go into BIOS because it's possible I actually have the floppy disabled for the first boot. There we go. Yeah, this is a WinBIOS computer. Okay, so I don't remember where it is. Is it under standard? Floppy A should be 144. Okay. Pretty sure I have this all set up correctly here. It's possible I don't, but see. So another thing this test bench has is a little project I've been working on that hasn't been publicly, well, it has been kind of publicly teased, but not really announced yet. This is a PCB I designed that allows you to connect more. Of course, I just switched. More than one floppy drive, and you can use a switch to select which drive you want, and it's pretty good, but not perfect. It works very well with the GoTech, and my GoTech just decided to stop working with the display, so that's cool. But yeah. Alright, I have to go because of work? Alright. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out boot options. First boot device. Yep, that's it. Okay, so let's boot from floppy. That's right. This is a really fancy motherboard. It can boot from Floptical, or I like the SCSI option. I think it has, I thought it had more options, but I guess not. Let's go with that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Alright, save changes. I think it'll boot on the GoTech. Now, I had a disk in there? I wonder what that was. Just finished watching one of my videos, seeing me live. Ah, it's still bugging me. Oh, and my mouse, my air mouse is hovering over something. Let's just Let's move that. Oh no, I brought up all the Linux stuff. How do I clear this? Great. Well, you know what? We'll just launch calculator and then I'll close it. And bingo. Okay. Put that down there. Not hanging out on something. Not really. Okay. It's on 622. Okay. Well, I'm trying to show this actually here. So you can kind of, there you go. Now you can see it. So let's just double check that it should actually be trying to read that. Let me restart it. Make sure the access light goes here. Yeah, it tries to read it. Okay. Non-system disk. Man. Alright, well, that complicates this. Somewhere I have custom 622 install disks, but you know what? I'll just use the real deal. Let me make sure that this thing will actually try and boot from the real one. If I switch it over, put a disk in there, make sure it tries to read it. Then I'll just go grab my actual disks. Really didn't want to have to install DOS today, but I guess I am. Alright, that one, alright, that'll work. Alright, let me go get DOS. Is it trying to boot whatever that is? Was that like an actual boot disk? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, well that's hilarious. Well, in that case, I'll use that to format the hard drive. Version. What is this? I just picked a random, or is it ver? I just picked a random disk. Oh, it's a Windows 95 startup disk. Well, okay. That'll help. All right, F disk. We're not going to enable large disk support. Okay, so display, partition table, primary DOS, FAT16. You know what? That's already good. If it'll use that, then I'm not going to touch it. Yeah, in that case, I'm just going to pop this out and reboot. Yeah, what is this labeled? This is not labeled as the Windows 95 startup disk. I did not know that it was. That's hilarious. Alright, so I will be installing actual DOS 622 here from the original disks, since that is apparently going to be the easiest way to accomplish this today. So we'll go disk 1 and let the fun begin. Don't forget to set it bootable. I suspect it'll do that as part of the install, but we'll see. I don't remember. Do you have to do that in FDisk? I think you do that when you do format /s. Yeah. So I'm actually, you know what? I think I am gonna. Oh, yeah, that's right. So okay, real quick, you'll notice this is 622 upgrade, and actually, it will say it can't install here. So watch, as it goes, it's going to say it can't be installed because there is no operating system. Because it's an upgrade, it won't let you do that. But we're going to do F3, or are we going to have to restart now? Yeah, I think we have to restart. So what you do is, to make it work, before you get to that, you hit F3, go into the DOS prompt, and then you do format/s, which copies over system, because basically all it does is look for command com. So as long as there's command com, it thinks there's DOS installed. So yeah, it'll work out well. What happened to the enter key is that paint or the top coat come off. I think it's plaster. It will, like if I pick at it, it will come off actually. I've tried to remove the enter key, but it has support bars under it that don't want to come out very easily, so I haven't tried too hard to do it. Okay, so let me go ahead and move this down a little bit here. There we go. And let's do the trick. So F3, yep, to exit the setup disk, yep, F3, alrighty, format, and then, you know, I don't have to look over at my video preview. I got one right here. Oh, that's not working at all. Oh, that's hilarious. So you can see my video capture here. It looks pretty good, but my monitor over here just has that. Wow, that's pretty hilarious. The video capture's working better. All right, format C and /S, and bingo. We can see the LED lights back here going on. Yep, all data will be lost. Boom. This disk cannot be unformatted. Yeah, I really prefer when it thinks it can't be unformatted, because it's really annoying when it does whatever that is. So there used to be a serial number for Windows that were universal. Yeah, I think it's like all ones or something for 95. So volume label DOS. Man, that O key, it really does not want to work. I haven't experienced a Cherry keyboard with a bad key before. That's weird. All right, so right there where it says system transferred, that's what's going to work for us. So now I think we can do setup again. And now, bingo, it'll work. Wish we could do this without the floppy disks, but I can't remember if there is a way. No. Alright, we'll just, actually I think you can just skip that part. So, okay, we're gonna do CDOS, yep. We're gonna get rid of backup here. None. Get rid of undelete. And get rid of antivirus. Yeah, one weird trick, yeah, but it actually works. So, okay, ready to upgrade your system to DOS 622. Yeah, upgrade, sure. Okay, bingo. Oh, I gotta hit Y. There we go. Alrighty. The display on the GoTech died on me, or maybe it shuts off automatically. Now I can't remember. You know what? That might just be it. Well, let me go ahead and move the mouse cursor out of the way here again. There we are. Bingo. Pulls out my Microsoft registration card. Well, I mean, I have that. Let's see. Oh no, that's for 5 1/4 inch discs. Let's see. There's got to be a registration in here somewhere. There we go. Registration. Yep. Want the address of the most important person in Microsoft? So do we. Oh, it's you. It's like a corny Valentine's Day card. Alright. Oh, I was going to say I got to push the button on the GoTech, but that's right. Whoops. GoTech's not working. Go back here. Alright, disk. Oh, wait. Please label a floppy disk as uninstall. Ah, I thought I wasn't doing this. Alright, fine. Donate it to floppy disk. Whatever. I don't know what these are. Doesn't matter. Oh, I didn't pay attention at the bottom down here. It may have given me an option to cancel. Oh well. funny how, please insert the following disk setup 1. All right. It's not gonna like have me keep swapping back and forth with the uninstalled disk, right? That's so annoying. Yeah, wow. This thing has 128 megs of RAM in it, if I remember right. It could fit everything it needs. Alright. Yeah, so I don't have my chat set up well, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to deny the swear words, just so you know. Yeah, and it's still showing it. Oops. Wait, did the category change from just chatting? Because it's supposed to be science and technology. Oops. Oh, I had to restart OBS because it crashed on me as soon as I hit start. So you know what? That might have not saved it. Yeah, and titled it an update. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Still mostly good enough. Well, while this is going, I'm going to grab my label maker. Because I'm going to make a little tag that tells me that that one is DOS for the test bench. Oh yeah, I keep my label maker in a Tandy. I'll show it this way. Oh, why is that not working? Oh, I clicked something else. There we go. Boom. Boom. I keep my... it's not actually any bigger, is it? Anyway, it's in a Tandy camcorder bag. Yeah, I think it's actually installing DOS now, so that's helpful. Alright. I don't have any power strips free on my thing down there. Let's go over here. Alright. Well, that's going. Go ahead and make a label here. Just DOS. Actually, prefix of a TB. DOS. Okay, it needs disk 2. Right here. Let's see. The wonderful slow world of floppy disks. Yeah, I really thought I was going to get to use the GoTech, which is faster, but I don't know what's going on with that. I will have to investigate that. Ooh, DOS 622? It is fun. I like it. I don't miss the days of when installing an OS took hours. This isn't going to take that long. Now that the stupid uninstall disk is done, I can get that out of here, actually. Yeah. Let's see. First Mac came with 400 kilobyte floppy, and it was floppy swapping. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay, back to this. All of the double density disks were really bad. So, all right. I'm going to actually, because I want this to be a tag that sticks out. I'm going to put a couple of spaces in front, a couple of spaces there. Repeat it, TB-DOS. A couple more spaces. And then this thing really sucks. I kind of hate this thing. If I go to function here, it defaults to humongous tabs. 2-inch long tabs every single time I turn it on. Which is just ridiculous. I'm going to set that to 0. Set the cut option to, again, large margin was default. We're going to set that to small margin. Because they want to burn as much of this stuff as they possibly can. Oh, this is going to be yellow. Oh well. We'll make it highly visible. Alright. Print. One copy. And also, because I marked it as short, it's going to spit out a little bit, cut it, so it's waste. Ugh. There we go. So when I pop that out, I will go ahead and put that on there. All right, while this is going on, I should keep trying to find the drivers for this card. Okay. Phil from Phil's Computer Lab actually has some hosted. I'm hoping they work. So this is a plug and play sound card, actually. So it's a little better suited for Windows 95, 98, but it can definitely be used in DOS and sound really nice and work well. So that's what I want to get it set up for. I did put that in. Don't tell me my disk's bad. No, it's not. Okay. All right. Remove all disks. So I thought it said fail for a moment. Ooh, wait, no, hold on. Move. All right, now installed. Excellent. To restart your computer, hit enter. Okay. Once it actually works, then I'll tag it. Looks like that's actually gonna work here. Okay, only an hour late. Well, 45 minutes. My clock's a little fast. Sweet trackball, thanks. It works mostly okay. Thankfully for DOS, it won't matter. Oh wow, yeah, it's just done. Okay. Burr DOS 622. Perfect. Okay. Let's tag that SD card here so I don't forget. I didn't go quite where I wanted, so it's going to be a little wrinkly on one side, but whatever. It'll work. All right. Bingo. All right. Actually, leave that off. I just switched by accident. One downside to the foot pedal. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to put... This is going to be really dumb. I have to download this file. I'm going to have to put it on the Windows 98 one because it's an extractable archive file. And then I'm going to have to run it in Windows 98 so it'll extract. Then I'm going to have to put the Windows 98 disk or SD card back into my laptop here, copy the extracted files over, and then, well, unless I can just run it here with Wine. I haven't installed Wine. Sudo apt install Wine. How big is it? 600 megs. Wow, it's a lot. All right. This might work. Alrighty. Interesting way of tagging. Got to try it sometimes. Yeah, I like having, you know, the actual thing hangs off because I'm not gonna put it on here. Also, now I can't see the capacity. That's one reason I prefer not to do that, but it won't matter too much. This is slow. I guess this part's done. I can pack this back up now. It's very handy to have a library of software where I can just go over and pick up the original real deal if I need to for some reason. Put that back there. Let's see, if I recall correctly, you can extract Sfx files with regular unarchivers. So this is actually, it's an exe, it's self-extracting archive that contains all of the drivers. I think it would have been, how big is it, actually? It's only 1.1 megs. I could have just, well, I don't have a USB floppy drive handy, I think. I was going to say, I could just put it on a floppy drive, but I would have to have a floppy drive to do that. I have one somewhere, I don't know where it went. Lots of things getting lost in the move. Alright, well, Wine should be installed here pretty soon. That probably won't work, and then I'll have had to do it in Windows 98 anyway. But I'll just go ahead and put it on there right now. I can erase it, have Windows 98 extract it, and Wine, and see what finishes first. If I thought to do that first, though, Windows 98 would have won, because I wouldn't have been waiting for Wine to install. Alright. For Wine, excellent. SB Basic. Wine's telling me I have to install DOSBox to run this program. Weird. Alright, while that's booting, go ahead and bring that back up. I gotta move window again. Sound still works. Where'd the mouse cursor go? Come on. I thought I saw it briefly. Oh, I disabled it. That's right. Forget that there is a button specifically for that. So, fun thing here. I can't disable that very easily. So, this is 640 by 480, and actually it looks like it's slightly better. This is one of the reasons why the data path has held up the VGA capture project. So if I go in here, actually, and I pick video presets, I might be able to load one that's specifically for the test bench. VCS. I guess I don't have one, but we'll just try that. That'll probably work. It's supposed to... No, that's all worse. The problem is that it slightly offsets the video for 640 by 480 specifically, which is a kind of important resolution. So I actually had to create a adapter that delays the VSync pulse slightly. So that was a whole thing, part of why it's taking so long. All right, go ahead and extract that. Bingo. Where did they go? Oh, right to the desktop. Gross. All right, we're gonna make a SB folder, I guess. Put that in there. Run that again. Try extracting with unrar. Oh, that, I didn't think about. Every time I've ever tried to open a self-extracting exe with something like Arc, yeah, Arc on KDE doesn't work. So Wine doesn't want to work either. So, but this will work. That's it. Done. Now I can just go back, copy this, put it on the other SD card, and then I will be good to go. Yeah, I guess I just have to shut this down. Well, I have installed a bunch of games on here because I was testing out a different piece of hardware. So there are games installed on the test bench, specifically testing a something like this SCSI to SD. That was it. Well, let's see. Actually, that's what the title of this SD card is SCSI to SD. Or no, it's SD to ID. That's right. I did both. I got this computer to boot off of the SCSI to SD. It was a pain. It's not worth it. Okay. Get the files onto the DOS one. Is the test bench so you can easily add and remove parts without dealing with the tower? Yes, it is. That's exactly why. Because I've swapped out like 4 different video cards in here already to test them. I've had at least 3 different sound cards. That is exactly why. And then everything is opened and accessible so I can get to all of it, except for the drives down here, because the drives very rarely change. So they aren't needed to be very accessible. Pretty much I can just come up to the top part and add or remove whatever cables I need to swap out drives. So, okay. Now that we went through that whole stupid dance, we can actually boot DOS and then install the sound driver. So, okay, this. You know what, didn't think about it. I should have copied Doom onto here while I had it there. I will go ahead and work on copying that now, because I'm going to have to copy it from my server, and it's slightly slow. Is that not booting? Why? Splitter's working. Strange. Oop, bump that again. See, okay, there it goes. Computers. Ugh. Alrighty. Okay, so now I can CD SB. Nope, that was SV, CD, SB. And then dir star.exe. And then I believe install is what I want. Okay. It looks like it's probably good. Yep, we're in, finally. Okay, configuration manager, yes. So, I do think I have this installed on my... Oh, what? Configuration manager disk, is that the other thing? Oh, no. I need another file, and it's another self-extracting archive. Are you kidding me? Oh, man, this is annoying. Alright, so I have to make a new floppy disk. So, yeah, okay. So I'm going to need to use the test floppy again. Yeah, this is really annoying. I think I may have installed my AW64 with... a CD drive, so I didn't need to go through quite as much, and I just used something bigger. So, alright, I'm gonna shut this off. Grab the Windows 98 one. Where'd that go? There it is. Put the new self-extracting thingamajig in there. Alright, that window doesn't want to help because I'm doing something else with it. Okay, so downloads. This time I'm going to be smart and make a folder to put it in initially. Cm. Alrighty, can't run the Sfx archives in DOS. These are exe. They might work in DOS. You know what? Now that you mention it probably would just run in DOS. Alright, I'll try that. We'll see. Worst case, now I can just boot Windows again, but let's try it. I'll try it with the DOS card here. I just don't trust self-extracting archives to actually work correctly. Well, the other thing is now I'm going to have to copy all the files onto a floppy disk from DOS, which, I mean, it's possible, but just slightly more annoying. Alright, I wonder if it would work if I just moved all of the files into the same directory that has the other installer. Definitely done that for some stuff. Would also be nice if the self-extractor would just make the disk for me, but there's no way it will. That would be too handy. Oh, you know, it was asking for a path. So as long as I give it the path after I extract it, it'll be fine. Okay, it's going to be easy. Alright, Ctcm. Alrighty. What was it called? I missed ForDOS. Stir. Ctcm. What is that? BBS. There we go. We're this close. Alright. SB. Nope, that was SD. SB. Install. And then I will give it the path. So it'll be Ctcm. Boop. Does not exist. Oh. Cm. There we go. Okay, install will now run. Ctcm, prepare, PNP audio card, resource conflict. So on this motherboard, I actually had to shift IRQ5 from the PCI slots to the ISA slot. So the resource conflicts thing kind of matters. It was a little annoying because I was trying to figure out why it wouldn't work. And the reason I had to do that is I had IRQ5 set to the PCI slots for a SCSI controller I have, which was really annoying that it needed to use that because it meant that it can't really easily work with a nice sound card. It's really dumb. All right, thinks it's all done. That all looks correct. Yeah, drum roll. Yeah. I'm still going to have to copy a game onto here, but this may have a test program that'll actually have it work. You know what? While that's installing, since it's slightly slow, let me go find a CD game that'll run on DOS. All right, actually, I grabbed two. So we're going to use Tempest 2000 to test the CD drive. I'm going to have to copy the Oak CD-ROM driver over, and you know what? I bet I can pull it off of the Windows 95 startup disk. And then we're going to test Descent 1 for the MIDI support. So, all right, let's go back to this. It wants to do some config sys mangling. Alrighty. Okay, so it thinks it's going to work. It won't actually make any sound right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut it off. I'm going to copy Doom over to the SD card to give it a real rough test. And then we'll see how it goes. Right, copying. This is the real moment of truth. Yeah, so there's actually two versions of Tempest 2000 available for PC. There is a DOS version and a Windows version. And my jewel case is at home for the DOS version. Okay, that's a thing. All right, what's another CD audio game? I guess Descent 2. It will work. I'm going to have to be real careful about this one, though, because I believe this has licensed music. So, yeah. Okay, that's off because I'm copying this. That finished. Go ahead and eject it. Safely remove. Okay. Boom, boom. This will be in here. Yep. Still gonna have to install the Oak CD-ROM driver, but first things first, the test of the sound card at all. Okay, so it should have some stuff pop up here that looks like little sound meters or something. If it does what I think it does. Nope, just a bunch of gobbledygook. Okay, so let's see. Doom. Alright, I'm gonna run, is it A setup? Okay. So this is, I'm using a fancy Doom thing here, and I'm gonna go over to test. Okay, MPU 401 wasn't found. That's kind of disappointing. Auto detect. Yep, that works. Test. Yeah, MIDI. Not getting anything. That's a little strange. Should that be going right now? Well, let's just quit. I'm just going to run Doom, see what happens. Alright, that's fun. Why am I getting nothing? That's most likely not the card being bad, since it worked in Windows 98. Wow, my chroma key hates those colors. Good grief. Huh, alright. Really thought that was going to work. That's weird. Let's see. Ctcm, is it CM? Actually, let me just dir. Nope. Dir, alright. What's it called? It's bad. Where's my thing here? Alright. Let's fix this. Input, video presets. Colors are really bad on the capture here. Okay, so I'm going to do resolution. I'm going to do 720 by 400. It's slightly annoying to use the remote, but it works for majority of uses. Come on, there we go. 0. Alrighty, so this needs to be adjusted slightly. We're going to reset to default, though. Yes. There we go. Just go ahead and close that, leave it for now. Okay, so Ctcm, CD, Ctcm. Alright, because you have to run something here? Ctcm. Okay, found creative card. Yep. Successfully configured 2 of 2 plug-and-play devices. Oh! What happens if I run it again? Is it going to configure another one? Have I, like... Is it just going to keep clogging it? Configure 2 of 2. Okay. So we're at D3 10. Okay, so 220, but device 3, and then interrupt 10. Okay. Weird. Oh my gosh. Typing's hard. Alright. What do you mean invalid directory? Oh, it did doomed. Oh my gosh. Let me actually look at the keyboard here. There. Set up. not going to do a setup here. Music card. We're going to go general MIDI. Should be 330. Okay, I guess this doesn't test. Sfx Sound Blaster 220. You cannot use an IRQ higher than 9. Our Sound Blaster drivers don't support it. Please modify your... Okay. Did it just crash? Huh. I have never seen the Doom setup crash a computer. That's really strange. Control delete worked. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see. Okay, created plug and play configuration. It did D3, interrupt 10. Weird. Okay, CD, Doom. Let's try A setup again. Auto detect. Okay. Digital driver. Okay. That's not really what I wanted. Port. Okay, RQ10. So yeah, it's because it's IRQ10. Why? Why is it 10? I don't get any sound that way. That was super weird. Huh. Alright. I want to test something. So this is a plug and play sound card, and those were kind of generic plug and play sound card drivers. I just want to make sure that they're actually working. So I am going to grab a different plug and play sound card. Just because I want to make sure that that'll actually all work. What do we got here? That's probably not. There's one in particular I want to test. Sfx Gold. Okay. Now, this won't just plug into this cable, annoyingly, so I'm going to go get an audio adapter, but I just want to see what happens as it starts up and see if it recognizes it. Let me go get that adapter. This'll work. Switch over. Kind of missed it there. Master environment. I didn't see what it thought it was, but let's try and run the Ctcm. So CD, Ctcm, and we'll run Ctcm. I want to see it tell me it's an AW64. AW64 Gold. Okay, so it recognizes it. Change the configuration string for the driver? Maybe? I don't know. I'll look at the config sys options after this. So, CD, Doom. cd doom a setup, just because this was slightly less of a pain. Okay, there we go. Test MIDI. Okay. I'll go ahead and test digital as well. It should just play a sound. Alright. So the driver works. It just doesn't want to... Oh, I didn't leave it set up, actually. Hold on. A setup. Gotta run auto detect again, and I'm gonna save the changes. Auto detect. Yep. Save changes and exit. Okay. Now if I run Doom... Oh, come on. Doom. Okay, A setup didn't save it for this. And I'm not sure that the Doom setup will work since it complained about the other one. Choose sound effect card, Sound Blaster, 220, yeah. No, it doesn't like that. Oh, escape worked there. No, okay, well, that said I didn't want to. I-10 indicates uses IRQ10. Yeah, so it's just not going to work here. Okay. Select an IRQ. Yeah. So, okay. Let's go back to the root, and then we'll do edit. Probably config sys. Config sys. So, no, it is not. Okay. Should be a configuration file, Ctcm. Oh, okay. I will check that out. Alt F. Exit. Just for my own sanity here, I'm going to do edit auto exec.bat. See what it says. Okay, so it's doing blaster to all that. But I may need to modify the other thing as well, but for giggles here, I'm just going to change this to 5. I think that'll work. I'm not necessarily saying that's all I need to do to make it work. S, Alt, X. VI Vim habit? Absolutely. CD. Well, actually, I'd have to restart. Okay, let's CD. Ctcm. Okay, so it has CTPNP CFG. Edit. CTPNP dot CFG. Alrighty. So IRQ 10. I believe I want that set to 5. And the rest of that's all fine. Okay. Alt F S, Alt F X, and then I feel like there is a reboot command, but I can't remember. So I'm just gonna boop. I got myself a big, nice red paddle switch. I might as well use it. Okay. See what happens after this. Just because it feels like the appropriate thing, I'm gonna guess nothing works after this. All right. I5, perfect. Okay. So let's go to CD, Doom. All right, I'm gonna run A setup again, just because it actually worked. Do auto detect, bingo. Are those settings changing the values or just telling the driver what it is already set to? So because it's a PNP card, plug and play card, it's configured by software. So there aren't jumpers or anything on there to set. So the software Okay, is telling it what to do. Alright, both work with those settings. So I'm going to save changes and exit, but I won't actually do anything. We're going to run setup. Choose music card, Sound Blaster, bingo. Choose sound effects card, Sound Blaster, 220. Okay. Escape, select IRQ 5, DMA 1, sound effects 3. Okay, save and launch. Doom. Still no sound though. Try running diagnose from, okay. Yeah, that should be working. That's weird. It looks weird, but that's because I'm chroma keying, so don't pay any attention to that. Alright, CD, boop boop. SB16, diagnose, huh? Durr. Okay, diagnose. Alright, verify hardware settings, perform the various functionality tests of your card. Okay. Testing base IO address. Seems it still uses IRQ10. Okay. Sure. Okay. RQ set at 10. Why is it 10? Looked like there were 2 CT. It just installed time. Mentioned 3. Huh. This weird BIOS might be messing it up. Test. Sure. Both channels.
8-bit testing.
Yep. Okay. F10 and change them. Blaster is set to, okay. Enter your boot up drive. Yeah, okay. Okay. Enter the path. I don't have Windows. Escape, cancel. Your system file's been modified. The original system file's been saved. It's, oh, okay. Huh. Is that F10? Alright, well, I only got quit now. Oh, there we go. F10. Nope. Sorry, it looks like it isn't prompting you for some reason. There is some way to get diagnosed to let you change RQ and DMA. I'm just trying to remember what it is. Okay. Reboot, sure, why not? Let's see what that does. Okay, RQ10. Alright, let me run CD FB16. Diagnose. I'm gonna run F10 like immediately here. F10. No. Okay, so I won't do that without going through the thing. Is that what it said? It still said 3 devices detected? I don't know. Let me restart into the BIOS and then disable pretty much everything. Because it might be seeing some other stuff. This could just be a compatibility issue with the motherboard. Definitely 2 Sound Blaster devices, one at 5 and one at 10. Okay, well that's really weird. Alright. So that's not what I wanted. I wanted peripheral. Okay. onboard FT, FDC. You know, let's just disable that. Onboard IDE, I kind of need that to work. PCI PNP. Okay. So IRQ 5 is set to ISA. If I go to 10, let's set that to ISA as well, just for giggles. Reboot it and look at the strings. Do you have a Ctcu utility? I will check. You know what? I'm going to set it to that, and then see if that fixes it and lets it set as IRQ5. I'm going to re-enable the floppy controller. I don't need to disable that. And then I'll forget, and then I'll be really annoyed later. I bet because I set it to... oh, F10 doesn't work on this BIOS. Because it's a PNP card and DOS, maybe? I don't know. It's really weird. Yeah, I'll boot here, check for Ctcu. Three of three plug-and-play devices. Okay. Sound Blaster. So, okay, so that's IRQ 10. It's still setting IRQ 10. It's saying it configures 3 and 3 plug-and-play devices, but it's IRQ 10. Alright, okay, I think it would be Ctcm, so cd, Ctcm, dir. I do have Ctcu. Ctcu. Okay. Oh, that's real weird. Okay. Menu, PNP cards. Gradevos 64, list of devices. Okay, so could the 3 devices be the audio, game port, and wavetable? Could that be it? Resources for audio. Wait, move the window since it got moved again, apparently. Yeah, I don't really care about the I/O range. That looks good. Sure. I don't see how it... Oh, there's the highlight indicator. Okay. Based on... Okay. I can do tests down there. Okay. Interrupt 10. Well, sure, interrupt 10's great for the, like, nothing that supports it. Game port. So, test. No, that's not what I wanted. They don't let me test the game port? Really? Weird. Reconfigure. Okay. Think you could have scrolled down the audio section and set the IRQ? Okay, I'll go back and check that. Alt-C. Alt-O. Audio. Okay, so... Is that maybe page down? No. Alt-R. There. Choices. Okay. Alt-O. I/O range. Tab. Okay. So settings. Okay, interrupt. Here we go. 5. Alt-O. Okay. Alt-O. You know what? I should do test. Alt-T. Interrupt 5. Success. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So, am I going to have to do, like, a... Is this going to save everything? Or am I going to have to tell it to save it? Look like 5 conflicts with something? Wait, what? PNP. Audio. Interrupt 5. Alright, 5 conflicts with system device settings. Try going to File System Device? Okay. Cancel. Okay, so I really think his motherboard's messing me up here. I don't think there's anything I can see in the System Devices menu. I can just see 5. And it doesn't do anything. Huh. Let me go. Can you not just change the 10 to 5 and auto exceed bat? I did that. RQ5 is for IDE or parallel port. Oh my gosh, it could be the IDE controller. It's the only thing I haven't disabled. Trying to remember if I have another motherboard that would be good to test this. Hello, Melmer. It is not quite yet afternoon for me, but this project is clearly going to turn into one that goes that far. So let's see. How do I want to do this? Because Beta 64's motherboard is in a Packard Bell. Beta, do you know what CPU your computer has offhand? Just to get an idea of what era the motherboard most likely is. I don't know if you are still able to be here. But if it's pre-Pentium, then you probably won't have a problem with this kind of stuff. 4060X266. Okay. That is a very good system, actually. That'll be really nice. Okay, that simplifies things a little bit, because I don't think you'll have PNP on a 46. 46 PNP. BIOS. Pretty sure not. Just double check that. It says it has PNP support. Oh, okay. Huh. Alright, well, that'll complicate it potentially then. In that case, I think I'm going to try and solve it on this computer so that I have more experience to fall back on. So, alright, let's really get into this. I'm going to get into the BIOS again and try and hack away at whatever settings I can to make this work. RQ7 should be free. See, Doom would support that. I would really, really like to get RQ5 working, though, for poorly compatible software. So, okay, let me see here. I'm just going to go through as much as I can and see USB functions. This doesn't have a USB header on it, does it? Well, let's not get my hair in the fan. It does have a USB header. Wow, this is a fancy motherboard. Alright. Didn't early PNP require drivers? Yes, and I do have them installed. They're just, they're not super happy. Alright. So, peripheral, you know what I want to do? I want to go to this again. Disable PNP in the BIOS and manually set up everything. Design RQ. Did I do something like that? Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set RQ5 back to ISA, EISA. And then I'm going to try setting RQ10 to that as well, because I didn't try that. And then, excuse me, I want to see what Ctcm says. So I don't see a way of just disabling PNP here, unless I have to do it somewhere else. I'm going to spend the 30 seconds it's going to take me to configure this monitor here so I can actually look at that instead of having to crane my neck over. There we go. Oh, I switched, but now I'm going to be able to move this monitor here and just look at that instead. That'll be much nicer for me. Okay. So, I'm feeling maybe hardware info could help. There is one for DOS. All right. I may look into that. Let me continue going through the settings here. Oh, well, that's it for that. Standard. Type user. Weird. Memory address. I don't think any of that will help. I have everything disabled that I can. I only have primary. Yeah. IRQ list of devices. Okay, that could be helpful. Well, all right. So let me do this. Run Ctcmu. See if it says anything different now that I've changed the IRQs for 10 and 5 over to PCI in the BIOS, because that's about the only PNP settings I think I have. By the way, just want to say thanks for keeping my mind off of things for the stream. Kind of stressed. Sorry about that. Same with my last night's early insomnia shenanigans. Oh man, I think I did. I don't think I had a chance to respond to it, and I've been really busy over the last week or so. Couple of weeks, so I'm not actually really haven't used Twitter that much. Just posted a couple of pictures here and there. But yeah, I hope things get better for you. Ctcm. That'll work. Whatever. Nope. Okay. CD space Ctcm. I thought some of them would parse the command end of it. Ctcu. Okay. Menu. System devices. 5 is still listed there. Okay. Just out of curiosity, 10 is not. It still says IRQ 10 to boot. Yeah, I was trying to check if changing the other settings, changing the BIOS settings would change what's showing up there. So, yeah. All right. PCI devices, VGA controller. You know, wouldn't it be real funny if it was given the VGA controller IRQ5? I can't tell that at all. It shouldn't have any IRQ though, I think, because it's just like page. Is it page files? That would be the term. I don't think so. Just a RAM window. All right. So hardware info, was that current recommendation for trying to figure out what on earth is using up IRQ5? This is something. What does it say about system devices? So it just showed that it doesn't give me any real information. It just shows that 5 is being used. That's it. So IRQ and 5 is listed there. That's all I get. I keep forgetting I can look here and not crane my neck so much. Try changing the card to 5 and see if it still says there's a conflict. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. All64 is using IRQ 5 and it's still loading SB16, setting it to IRQ 10 if I'm reading the boot strings correctly. I could just go back to the other one. Yeah, IRQ conflicts are so much fun. This is why I, yeah, gosh, I wish I had a non-PNP sound card I could send. So I have this Crystal Audio one, which is not typically as well regarded, but it looks like it's probably PNP. That's the thing. What year is it? Not seeing any really identifiable date codes on there. Yeah, I'm really wishing I had a non-PNP sound card to send. Oh. Beta, you might enjoy this. You mentioned your ALS 120 has a modem built in. Here is a Crystal Audio sound card that also has a modem built in. So, yours isn't the only super weird one out there. I guess it'd be easier to show it here, actually. Yeah, so, big old transformers and everything. Kind of hilarious. Yeah. I've never tested it. I don't know if it works. It's got a lot to be confusing and go wrong, though. CS4232, is that the one here? So this is a CX4237B for the other Crystal Audio one there. Well, GoPro does not want to focus, but yeah. Stream is so fancy, thanks. While we're looking at weird sound cards, this is not a Sound Blaster Live. This is a VIA chipset sound card. Kind of weird. Alright, I think I'm really gotta figure out what's going on with those PNP cards. Yeah, let me look for hardware info for DOS. See if that will do it. Hardware info DOS. Portable installer for DOS. Hardware info for DOS Resurrected. Is there just a download somewhere that I need to find? How does this work? And portable for Windows, DOS, okay. It won't just, oh, okay, free download, okay. I'll just try this, yeah. Alright, let's see. God, it's weird. When I first found Major Geeks, I always thought it was going to be like the biggest scam website ever, but it's been around for so long, and I don't think I've ever had a single issue with them. Alrighty, was that portable version? That was indeed. Okay. I will go ahead and shut this off. Pull that card out. Extract to subfolder. This copied over. I'm real lazy, so I'm going to rename the directory to HW so I don't have to type as much. And then we're good. Remove. Okay. I'm not sure what MSD is. I gotta step out for a bit to meet up with someone for lunch, but if you're still here when I get back, I'll pop back in. Thanks again. No problem at all. Have a good lunch. I am gonna keep cracking on with this, because at this point, it's got its hooks in me, and I want to figure out what's wrong. And I want to be able to test sound cards in this system later because it's kind of the whole point of the test bench, so I'm going to need to know this. Okay. So, dir, it's HW info, alrighty. Oh my gosh, I really messed up typing that. HW info. Microsoft Diagnostics, okay. Oh, I have no idea. Alright, whoa, that's fancy. Okay, and holy moray patterns. Actually, that's pretty good. Actually, that's really good. I'm going to have to remember this program for when I want to try and calibrate video capture, because that looks like nearly spot on. Yeah, 2020 copyright and DOS program. That is pretty hilarious. Okay, IRQ assignment. Bingo. Ooh. LPT2. I'm pretty sure I have both LPT ports disabled. Okay. Alright, well, yeah. That is really nice, though. That is super cool. I like this program a ton. And again, I forget that I can look here. One thing I'm going to be doing here is actually saying it is used by LPT2. 5 is free, not used. Yeah, it says it is being used, but it won't use it. Oh, man. This is agonizing. Okay. So let's say CD, Ctcm. Dir, Ctcu. All right, Alt M. Come on, Alt M. Alt menu, sure, whatever. All right, PNP cards. Audio. Do tab. We'll go down to interrupt 10. We'll set it to 5. Interrupt 5 conflicts with system settings. I don't know. I'm not wrong. 5 is the one that's the default that most programs use, right? It shows 5 as a success there. Yes, that's suspiciously not plug and play. It's pretty plug and play in Windows. That's what it's really designed for. So I'm not gonna blame them too much here. Okay, so if I hit OK and then done, is this gonna save it? Okay, the following is a list of conflicting devices. Interrupt system device. You can either go back and try to resolve the conflicts, or you can proceed, in which case you need to run Ctcm to resolve the conflicts. Alt-P. Please enter the path to your Windows directory. Press cancel if it does not exist. Okay. Cancel. Okay, so CD. Oh, look, I'm going to remember that monitor exists. Edit. Auto exec.bat. It's set to 5. Okay. Let's just do the old... Wait, well, can I feel like I should just reboot, but I'm going to see if running Ctcm does it. Ctcm. Ctcm. Nope. F3. M. It's set at 10 still. All right, reboot. Just see what happens. Do a reboot. This sound card really doesn't want to play ball. Will have Ctcm have overwritten the file though? CTCU specifically said that it needed to be run again, and Tyler Hoot, it's going frustratingly, agonizingly even. Okay, so we have two things here because this has been mentioned here. So right here, it is setting Blaster to. Wait a minute, this diagnose line. Yes, let's get rid of that. I like the idea of making that not a thing anymore. So I'm gonna remove the diagnose. I'm gonna rem that. I think I should leave mixer set. Yeah. Okay. So edit. Exe c dot bat. Now rem this. Oh, M doesn't want to work too well. I think I should leave mixer set. I'm going to leave that. F, save, Fx, Control, delete. Let's see what happens. Well, I appreciate trying to point it out, old adventure gamer. Yeah, fingers crossed for sure. You know what? I wonder if it was saying it was taken up because it was being set before. No, because it's just overriding the variable. Oh my gosh, it set it to 10. Are you kidding me? Unless something else changed it. Edit. Auto. Exec. Dot. Bat. I'm just setting that to 5 right now and then rebooting. I'm not. 5. Alt. F. Save. Alt. Exit. Alt. Delete. No. This. Oh man. And now I'm trying to remember how I set this up because I swear I had this set up on a DOS computer with my LS64. I had it set up specifically to run Descent with my eyeglasses VR headset. Okay. I5. Interrupt 5. Okay. CD. Doom. Setup. Music card, sound canvas. Actually, not sound canvas. General MIDI. 30. Sfx Sound Blaster. Boom. That's fine. 5. DMA 1, I think, is okay. Sure. Save and launch. Oh. Seriously. DMA 0? Okay, let me reset. That doesn't explain the music being gone. Oh, wait. I think it set the music port to 330 and not, or to 300, not 330. General music, 300. Sound effects, 50. Okay. That's something. DMA 3 for music? Was that it? Setup. Music, general MIDI. I can't set DMA. There. 300. Oh, did I not? Did I mess that up? Hold on. Okay, we're so close here. Hey Shelby, do you have any use for Diamond Monster Fusion? With its... Yes, for sure. Either send me an email or DM me on Twitter about that. Yeah. Absolutely. Very specifically... Sorry, here. Very specifically a Banshee. I would be very interested in it. Okay. CD. edit. Let me look correctly. Auto exec.bat. Just want to look. So it's P300. Although that's the Sound Blaster itself. Not the MIDI part. The MIDI part, why is that not working? Alt F. Exit. C. Doom. You know what? I'm gonna run a setup again and just let it try and auto detect everything. And maybe it'll just tell me. So I don't have to think. Why? Oh, I didn't CD into Doom. Then after this, I will swap back to the CT4170. Oh my gosh, typing! There. Okay, auto detect. Do MIDI, yep, test. Okay, perfect, all that's good, yada yada. MIDI driver, what's it set to? Okay. Configuration, sure. Okay, well, hold on, I wanted to know what the MIDI was set to. Did it just detect it and then I don't have an option? Or is it just detecting it as all 32? Oh, wow, that'll... Okay. You set it to... Well, it's working on interrupt 5 for Doom. That's fully confirmed. That's working. All32 MIDI is different from MP41. It believes All32 is always set to port 620. Oh. Huh. Well, I don't have... Well, I mean, I can do that, I guess. I definitely can't go up to 620 here. Just see what happens. Alright. Yeah, that sounds crunchy. Okay. I think these will do All32 compatibility. The CT4170s. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. All sounds working. I'm going to swap this card back in. And, what did you do differently? So, I selected the same I/O address, but I set it to All32 mode instead. Let me try General MIDI on 330 and see what happens. Yeah, it won't take General MIDI over 330. Yeah, I really don't have a good way. I can try and adjust the chroma key here, but it's real picky. So if I lower... That's about as close as I can get without disabling. Why is that not... What's going on here? Close. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I had two going on. Okay, that's fixed. Alright, believe your card is set to 300, not 330. Okay, so I'll try that. I thought I'd tried that as well already, though, so... we'll see. General MIDI 300. Save and launch. Yeah, no music. Edit. Man, I'm about ready to install ForDOS. So I have some history. See. Exec.bat. So this E620, is that not what I want? Or which one is what? Can I adjust that? Can I set that to... I mean, Why is it I-10? Why is it interrupt 10? What changed it? Is it CTCU here? Or is it mixer set? One of those must have done it. Okay, we're gonna rem. No, I really don't think mixer set's gonna do it. We're gonna rem CTCU here. And see if that stops it. F, S, X. P is general MIDI port. So general MIDI is just not working then. It's not, seems like. You forgot to fix I-10? I don't... Oh, you're right, I did. Edit, auto, exec, that. Old computers. Yeah. Are username colors totally random? Huh. Because I'm noticing they're not the same between the screen thing I have down here and what I'm seeing on my Twitch management dashboard, dealy bob. Weird. Hello, Torchad. You have yours set and that shows up there. Okay, interesting. Okay, so i5, it's there. All right. This has no extensions. That is a browser source for just the Twitch pop-out chat for this thing. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's probably the same. It's kind of like pale red on there. I may have color stuff going on. Okay, so CD, Doom. Alright, setup. Choose music, general MIDI, so it's set to 300. So, sound effects, blah blah blah, 220. Yeah, that's fine. 5, DMA 0. Save and launch. No music. Have sound. Why do I not have music? Setup. Sound effects. Off 32. Now, when I select the MIDI port here, I'm setting it to 330. And then that did not work. I'm going to go with Lulu. I'm trying to get a PNP Sound Blaster working in DOS, which is way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So much more difficult. Alright. Hold on. Music. All 32. 300. Yeah, I know it was set to that, but I just didn't remember setting it the first time. And now it'll work. No, it didn't work. What? Okay. Now it's just messing with me. Music. All 32. 300. It made music sounds before. What gives? Wow. Okay. And I bet if I run a setup, it'll just auto detect will work. It'll play for release, no problem. Auto detect, test. Okay. P30, 300 port, maybe not the wavetable. This does... I don't think it has a wavetable header. You know what? All right, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to shut down. We're going to swap back to the actual Sound Blaster 16 rather than the AW. And I just want to see what it does. So, yeah. You know what? I guess, actually, I can switch to this view here while I'm doing this. Okay. Wavetable's at 620, general MIDI's at 300, but not working. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm kind of hoping that maybe it'll just work on one of these. So I expect the drivers to just, like, because they're weird PNP drivers, to just do whatever. So. Alright, 2 created plug and play. So the 620 may not be totally appropriate here, but we'll see. I feel like we're on course for figuring something out here, though. No, hold on. CD Doom. Rather silly question, but could the ISA slot in it have some kind of really tiny issue causing a huge problem? I don't think so, but that's not impossible. But I feel like you wouldn't have the different connections to different IRQs and ports without both failing to work. Look at CD Doom again. CD Doom. Set up. You know what? I think some of this is me trying to work too quick because I'm like on camera and stuff. And some of it is it just not working correctly because the keyboard has some issues. Okay. Save and launch. I'm going to guess sound, but no music. Or neither, and just really, really mess with me. Okay. So far, no sound from this at all in DOS. It worked in Windows 98. Okay. A setup. Let's just see what that does. Sound Blaster, Digimid. Okay, test. No sound there. No sound there. Okay, so I'm going to run Ctcu. Remember you removed Ctcm from AutoExe and the card may need that to be fully configured. Okay. Well, I'm going to run Ctcu and see what it does. So, cd, ctcm, ctcu, because right now it's the only one I trust. Alt, menu, PNP cards. Okay, go audio, interrupt. Why does it interrupt 9? Why is it 9? DMA 3 and interrupt 9. Is that because the blaster environment variable from the other thing? Okay, hold on. This is now a different card. This is a completely different card. But it's still in the same family. It does not click. You are wrong, computer. I am right. I'm probably gonna really mess this up. Let's see. Game port. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Menu. Exit. Proceed. Whatever. is no Windows. Okay, CD, edit, auto exec.bat. Okay, I got rid of the weird one. So I5, D0, H0, P300. Okay, high DMA is 3, low DMA is 1. That's pretty normal. Oh, well. You know, let's do high 3, DMA 1. Sure. Do that. Okay. See if that works then. Save, X, restart. Okay. Then I will go through and reconfigure Doom with the change DMA, because I think that will be different, because it's not DMA 0 anymore. Yeah, I totally commiserate with that episode of Voyager, yeah. That is very much what this feels like now. Setup. Change music card. General MIDI. 300. Sound effects. Sound Blaster. 220. IRQ 5. DMA 1. No music. No sound. Okay. A setup. See if it can find whatever's going on. Auto detect. Boom. Okay. Test. Nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, let's try re-enabling Ctcm. Or was it CTCU? Because actually, I'm not running Ctcm at all. Well, let's do this. Saved. Sfx. You know what? I feel like sanity checking this. Edit auto exec.back. So I feel like I did something wrong there. Nope, it's all good. Okay. Alt FX. Is that a mechanical trackball? Yes, it is, and it is integrated into the keyboard that you can't really see, but yeah, there. I actually have the standalone equivalent to that as well. I forget what the manufacturer's name is, but yeah. My phone really wants my interest. Okay, I do not need to immediately address anything there. Okay. CTCU did not run? No, there it is. Okay. It didn't complain or change anything, though. Okay, so CD Doom. I don't think I could blame the keyboard for pressing N instead of M. So, you know what? Let's run A setup just for giggles and see if it can do whatever. Nothing. Okay, that's something, finally. But why no MIDI? You know, I should really be able to do ad-lib type stuff. Okay, so I can do ad-lib. There's an updated version of DOS key that adds tab completion with make navigation. Yeah, oh yeah, well, I just installed this today because my normal DOS boot SD card for this wasn't working correctly. I had DOS 4 on it before, or 4 DOS, because, yeah, not having tab completion sucks. Okay, so, let's run setup again. Just regular old Doom setup. Normal MPU 401 ports, MPU 401 doesn't work for 2 different models for you now. Yeet. Yeah. Alright, sound effects card. Sound Blaster, 220. Boom, 5. DMA, did I set it to 1? I think it's 1. Music card. Nope, it's on 300. Save and launch. I'm gonna guess this makes no sound. Yep. I wonder why it doesn't want to make any sound with the sound effect settings. 220. Okay, you know what? Wait a minute, I thought it said it could be set to 9. Hold on here. Sound Blaster. Can I do 9? I can't type in 9. Kind of just blindly trying stuff here. 0. Okay, so it is set to DMA 0. You know, it'd be funny if it's totally lying to me and it's set to 330 and this will just work. No, okay, that would have been hilarious. Maybe a setup to i9. I don't know, because this just worked with this is RQ5 DMA 0. Even though edit c auto exec.bat is set to, oh, it is 0. Setting both to 0 like a thing? Wait a minute, Ctcu probably has its own configuration stuff that's overriding. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to Ctcu. I'm going to figure out where that 300 is being set. I'm going to set that to 330. And then I'm going to change the DMA to 1 and 3 again. Alright, let's go. Oh, no, I did all the things. X, just, no, don't save. No, absolutely not. CD, boom. Okay, CD, CTCM, nope, CM, CTCU, okay. Alt menu, PNP cards, yep. Alright. This, the 330, no conflicts. Why wouldn't it just start out at 330 if there's no conflicts? Interrupt, 5, okay. DMA 0, 1, sure, we'll go with that. Okay. Okay. Menu, exit, proceed. There is no windows. Okay. CD, did not show that overrode. It did not show that it overrode the blaster variable. Maybe check hardware info again. Ooh, yeah, I should try check hardware info again. I don't know what exclamation mark point Q will do. I don't think I have any commands set up here, so probably won't do a whole lot. Let's see, CD, HW info, I. Is it peripherals? No. Mainboard? Oh, IRQ assignment. That's what I want. Okay, so that's set to 5. That's correct. That's nice to see. DMA, this is going to be wrong. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and restart now. Oh, wait, no, I want to CD edit. I'm not going to change anything here because I think every single time I start this, CTCU overrides it. 330, 00. Weird. Well, we'll just go with whatever this is. I'm not changing anything. Reboot. Then we'll see if 330 works. I just realized what I grabbed for Descent 2 is not Descent 2, it's Descent Levels of the World, the expansion pack. That won't do what I want later. Descent 2 is over there, I just gotta go find it. At least it should be over there, hopefully it is. Alright. CD, Doom. Correctly spelled. A setup. Auto detect. Do test. No MIDI. Okay, that's not a good sign. Setup. Music. General MIDI. 330. Sound effects. Blasters. Okay. Doesn't higher than 9 or sound driver, but I can't set it to 9. It's just kind of weird. It's 0 and 1. Okay, boom. Save and launch. Was Digimid driver? I have no idea. Okay, this works. So A setup, just for the record, A setup isn't actually configuring anything. I'm just using it as a test program because it can auto detect just to see if theoretically it'll work. Let me set it to MPU 401 and see what happens. Did it just crash? So it really doesn't like MPU 401. Oh, it's super crashed. Control Delete won't work. Although I'm not in plain DOS, so. Huh. Interrupt 10 again. It brought back diagnose. That's what happened. Set it back to port 300 as well. Arrgh. Alrighty. Edit. Alright. Let's try getting into this a little more. Auto exe.bat. I'm not even gonna bother changing any of that. First thing I'm gonna do. Wait, no, that is remmed. Oh no, never mind. I'm stupid. Alt F exit. Don't save. Okay. Ctcm. What was it called? Edit. Ctcm.cfg. Okay. Port 220. Port that should be 330. IRQ should be 5. 0 and 1. Sure. Game port is sure 201. Why not? Real work beckons me. Okay. Yeah, diagnose is still remmed. Okay, yeah, maybe just CCU without S. Yeah, I don't know what the S does. I could try that. I'm gonna go through this real quick here though, and then see what that does. Just so I feel all warm and fuzzy about knowing that I've manually configured this so that it shouldn't redo it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do the. I don't know what that S is doing. Let's remove it. Edit. That was not correct. Okay, I think it's time that I get ForDOS installed on here. what is it? Like Control D? E, how do I... There's a way of duplicating lines. Edit. Shift insert, because I just wanted to make it known that that's how it started out. Okay. Alt F, S, Alt F, exits. That, and while that's doing its thing, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get my ForDOS installer. I am tired of not having it. Computers. This just runs silent mode. Oh, well, okay. Adding RQ10 to the excludes. Ooh, you know, that's a good idea. We'll try that in a moment. All right, software. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there's the silent mode. Kinda want that, I guess. Exit. Alright. We'll bring that right back. And then we'll just reboot immediately. What did I just do? Is that... Oh, that's weird. That doesn't delete everything you select? Strange. Added a D, so that'll be fine. And verify. How does F3 work after editing that? It'll work. Okay, interesting choice of keyboard. Big Enter is fun, but I hate single unit backspace. I hate that being there, but I really like having the mouse for when I want Windows 98 or something. For a system that's meant to be like all-in-one, does everything, it's kind of handy to not have the mouse get away from me. Especially when I got like a bunch of stuff on the desk I don't want it whacking into. Alright, working on getting ForDOS here, because I really want that. What is it under on my server? System? That would make sense. It is indeed. Okay. That start copying now. Okay, went to... oh, man, okay. Wouldn't care if Doom could use interrupt 10, but it can't. So I care a lot. Okay. Ctcm. Ctcu. Okay, I just want to see if maybe I can configure excludes in here. In P cards. I don't think so. Wait, what is this disable thing? That disable the whole card? Also, what's this configuration? Configuration 2. Whoa, hold on here. This is interesting. Okay, 1. Are these like my previous configurations that it keeps rejecting? So 1 and 3, 330, 220. I mean, this would be like the ideal setup here. Let me test it. I don't know. Check the auto exe. CTC might have changed it back. Yeah, it did change it. It absolutely did. Alright. Yeah, it says it's all going to work, so let's see if it will keep its hands out of the stupid auto exe. Yeah, proceed, no windows, okay. CD, edit, auto, exec.bat. That all looks correct. Okay, diagnosis disabled. So that should work, theoretically. Okay, let's reboot. Oh, man. I don't think it's a conflict. I think it thinks it's a conflict because when I do manage to get it to work with IRQ5, it doesn't have any issues. Okay, it set it to 5 there. Okay, you know what we're going to do? CD, HW. We're going to go right to hardware info and make sure that it's actually set up how it says it is. IRQ. It is not at 5. It is at 10 because it is a liar. Ah! Oh. The BIOS is ahead of its time, but I think it might also be the cause of all of my problems. So set, we'll print everything. So I bet also, edit, auto, exe, c.bat, I bet it changed the file. Oh, I'm in a different folder. Edit, auto, exec, dot, bat. Yep, it put it back. I'm getting rid of Ctcm line. RAM. Save it now, yes. Could you force one of the onboard LPT COM port to use IRQ? That's a good idea. Let me do this real quick, though. I'm putting ForDOS on here. That way I can use tab complete like a civilized person. Wild quest, but what if you disable parallel and serial ports? They're all disabled. I've disabled all of them already. Because I so just don't believe that it's actually doing what it says it is. One moment here. Oh, okay, so it is Ctcm. Yeah. Accept your soundless fate? No! The whole point is that it's not for me. I'm trying to send this to someone else, and man, I'm starting to get concerned that this is even gonna work. But I am going to keep putting in the effort here. Alright. Should be able to bump the thing. Nope, I didn't switch yet. Okay. Make sure it's actually in there. Okay, restart. Now I can install ForDOS. To quote a classic, I reject reality. Yeah, substitute my own. Man, think Linux XP machines, LightScribe, DVDRW is dying. Ooh, I've never really had the opportunity to try LightScribe. No. Do you have one of any WinBIOS doesn't actually disable things when you have them disabled? Oh. Yeah, interesting. We do a test bench for the test bench. Really, I guess I just need a stupider motherboard. Although in this case, the person it's going to has a PNP system, so this is actually really beneficial. Because if I tested this on non-PNP and sent it to a PNP, wah, would have been worse. All right, CD, ForDOS, dir, is it install, setup, what? Do I just run ForDOS? Is that what I do? ForDOS. So I think this is the installer. Yes, it's install. Make my life better. No, I'm not. Installer configured. Yes. Yeah, just do it. Been updated next time you reboot. Yes, update, auto exec. Okay, next time you reboot. Run option. Memory, you can now start ForDOS configuration as command options used to fine-tune many properties ForDOS stored in Color scheme. Oh, I don't care about whatever that is. Option not started. Okay. Let's reboot. I want ForDOS right now. Okay. It's just test benches all the way down. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. You know what? While I'm doing this, let me set like LPT2 to RQ10. Just see what happens. Peripheral. Serial port. Oh, I can set the ports, not the IRQ. Unless, let's see. This, IRQ. I got 5 or 7. So we'll just go with disabled. Isn't set by jumpers? No, there are no jumpers on the card itself because it's a PNP card. It's software configured. And the motherboard doesn't have that either because it's the AMI BIOS, so it's also software configured. This is like a really weird era. So, oh, check this out. CD, CT, boom. Oh yeah, CD, TCU. Ooh, that's the stuff right there. All right, menu. You know what? First off, let's do this. So, dir. Let's see if we can add some excludes to the CTPNP here. I meant the LPT on the motherboard. No. It's all software again. The only things you can configure on here, I believe, are CPU voltage, so that it can accept different things. All right, I don't know. I cheated. I did something else. CTPNP config. Aha! Oh yeah. Now when I accidentally do the vim commands, it'll be the vim commands. Okay. So where were those excludes? Wait, did it get rid of the excludes? They're not there anymore. Oh, well, that's annoying. Okay, I'm going to go through the full config. CTCU. And then we're going to see if I can add the excludes. Game port. Okay. Also, if I do this, now it's set to everything I want. Well, that's 0, 0. Let's go. What does this look like? It's just no other thing here. There we go, 330. IRQ 1, 1 and 3. Okay, so this is what I want. Okay. Okay. Menu. Exit. Proceed. Cancel. Okay. Now I can press up to go through the command history. Oh yeah, that's nice. Exclude. All right. Now I have a feeling this is not going to work, because that wasn't even there when it reran. So, yeah. Oop, hold on. I got to. Hold on. That's all messed up. Yeah. So this is the one problem with the weird DOS version of this. It doesn't work. The visual mode doesn't do quite as much, but it's still good enough. So if we do, I haven't edited auto.exe yet. Cancel. Vim auto.exe c.bat. Okay. So diagnosis still there. I got rid of CTCU altogether. So mixer set could potentially mess with it, but that would be it. But I don't think that's going to do it. So we'll just quit and we'll reboot and see what happens. Hello all. Hello Shelby. Hello Kane. I'm just using Vim in DOS because I'm a weirdo. You know, I know what I know. 4 DOS power users activate? Yeah. Okay. We're going to go right into hardware info again and see how the card's actually configured. Okay, so it's pulling my leg. Oh, yeah, that's so nice. IRQ. How? Wait, is it not even there? It's not even there. Oh, so CTCU is needed to like load the card. Well, that's good to know. Okay, so my trying to get rid of it did not work. Great. Also nice is, oh, none of those have persisted. Auto, no. Vim. Come on, M. Auto.exec.bat. Okay, so I'm gonna have to allow this to exist. Fine. Using Vim on DOS's Wi-Fi muscle memory? Exactly. Just asking, but would you be okay with showing what keyboard you're using? I can almost see. Yeah, so this is a very popular keyboard today, actually. Let me quickly just remove the laptop view so I can show you. Because there's a few people who've been here who've asked. So this says Qtronics, but it's actually a Cherry. I think Qtronics may have just grafted the trackball in. So it is a Cherry keyboard with a trackball. It's got model numbers and stuff. What is it? Like, oh my gosh, that's a long model number. Oh, model number KT35P. That should probably get it. But yeah, it's a Cherry keyboard, and this part is very much made by Cherry, and then they change out the case. And I can guarantee you that, because it's almost identical to this one, which is a Cherry ML. And this, the indicator area over here on a different one of these ML keyboards I have that is not also a trackball, that's the same exact sticker for the indicator. So, yeah. But yes, that is the keyboard I'm using. So, all right, let's bring the video capture back here. So we can see it's still, Ctcm did not overwrite it before the launch, but I'm going to go ahead and guess if I go to hardware info, it will have overwritten it as soon as it launched up. First time, so it's going to be IRQ10. No, that's just not there. Oh, no, it's 9 now. Why is it different on every reboot? Like, actually, though, if I... Hold on here. CD, Vim, Auto.exe... No, not the backup one. It's set to 9. Okay. For giggles here, I'm just going to reboot right now, and I'm curious if it changes to 10. Cody really make me want to have, like, sudo vim auto.exec.bat now. Because that's the kind of thing you have to use sudo for. We excluded 10. Oh! Wait, yeah, you know what? That's not a bad thing to notice here. Let me... I didn't... CD... HW... I didn't know if that would actually take. I just kind of didn't believe it because nothing has worked. So let me check this to see if it's actually still 9. It is actually still 9. Okay, let's see if the exclude line is still there. Oh man, being able to go up, this is so much nicer already. The exclude line is gone. So it just picked 9 out of spite. I have no idea how to like put multiple ports in there if that's even a thing. I could try and comma separate them. But I don't know. I think colon separated, delimited might be more this thing's speed. Let's just try that. Let's just, for giggles, let's just, whatever. Restart. Software is actively hindering us. Yes. All right. I have one more Sound Blaster 16 I might be willing to part with. It's a CT2980. It is just a Sound Blaster 16, as far as I'm aware. It's still PNP, unfortunately, but maybe this will be a better way to go. Let's see. So it's still 9 for giggles. Well, I mean, it's just not gonna work. Doom says it'll support 9, but it doesn't actually work. So CD, Doom, just for. Also for giggles, let's. Now, where's the. Is there a setup? Is there a config file? How does this work? Dir star dot cfg. So there's default.cfg. What happens if I added that default? No, I don't think that's it. Dir page. It's not that. Where does it save its configuration? You know what I think is happening? I think CTCU is taking the values and setting what we specify, but then restoring that to, you're seeing what it is in AutoEXCC, not what it is after the card was configured. Well, not with the hardware info. That's why I keep launching hardware info. I'm about ready to add hardware info to AutoEXC. That way we just are like forced to see what it actually is on boot. Yeah, I don't know. Setup, music card, general MIDI, 330, sound card, sound blaster, 220. You cannot use an IRQ higher than 9. 9 being, or higher than 9 means it sounds like you can use 9. If I press escape, 2, 5, and 7. That's it, no 9. Sound Dreer, yeah, maybe. I think that's actually the A sound one. So if we can vim snd driver.txe, boom. Yeah, it's for boom. And boom is, boom is the one that this stuff is actually that's what A setup is doing. So the ad-lib stuff is really quiet. So that'll work because it's using ad-lib. I bet I could configure Doom to use ad-lib in plain mode as well. Music, ad-lib, save and launch. Yeah. So ad-lib will work because it's a little easier. But this should have like an actual MIDI something. So, looks like I missed some stuff here. IRQ2 is the same as 9? Cascades to IRQ. Oh, I think I had. Okay, let me try that. Setup. Music. General MIDI. 330. Okay, that won't work. Sound Blaster. 220. Yep. 2. Okay, that's something. All right, that's really dumb, but all right. Okay, intriguing. So setup, music, general MIDI, 300 because it keeps wanting to do that. Still no music. I'm going to set it to AW32 just for giggles, because I think it might actually work. AW32, so 300. Launch. Oh, I really thought it would. I'll try 330. Because everything is a lie. Oh my gosh, having 4 DOS on here makes it so much easier. Oh wait, now I was going to try 330. 330. Okay, still no. If you're real quick before you get the melt wipe, then you can quit it soon. Sound canvas? I don't know. This won't work. Yeah, alright. Ah. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in this, the other one. Oh, hold on. Let me switch better. With that angle, you can actually see me. Oh my gosh, fumbling with the pedal. There. Boom. I'm gonna put in the other sound blaster and just see what it does. My own sanity. Let's just see. So this is another PNP. So I'm gonna have to run CTCU. I don't think there is anything on this. So generic sound blaster. No, sound blaster music does not work. Adlib does work, but I don't consider that sufficient. Thank you, Lulu. I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Spent a bit of time, and down there you can't see it. Well, you actually can't see it with the stupid thing in the way. Hold on. Arm cam, laptop, boom. Down here I actually have the USB transcription foot pedal that I used in a video a long time ago, where I talked about how to set that up for macros and accessibility, and I have that set up with some shortcuts for doing all this stuff. So, alright. Actually do see SB16s have an internal MIDI support. I thought they just supported external. Really? That would be super weird. Thought the L32 was the first creative card to have an internal MPU41 MIDI synth. Really? I didn't know that. Okay, that might explain things. That would be kind of disappointing for what I was really hoping to achieve here, if that's true. Okay. CD, Ctcm, oh man, I love having this so much. Okay. Menu, PNP cards, IDE, yeah, that's right. This is a weird card. We got stereo enhance, I don't know, just got audio. Okay, so we're gonna set this to 330. Okay. Okay. Set the interrupt. 7 would actually work. But we'll, you know what? We'll set it to 7. If it likes 7, I like 7. 7's standard enough. There's no, hold on, DMA 3 and 5. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just leave it. Let it be mostly happy. Okay. Menu, exit, cancel. Okay. I missed it. Is the pedal he's using a custom setup? Yes. If you want to see more about it, go back to my channel on YouTube and look up UDEV. Just search UDEV and you'll learn all about how I set this up, because I'm using literally exactly the same setup as that. So, yeah. Alright, let's reboot now. SB16s could use MIDI devices connected via the joystick port with an adapter. Yeah, I have the, so what you're saying is Sound Blaster 16s have onboard MPU 401 emulation. They don't have an onboard sound module, effectively. If that's true, that's going to be frustrating here. I really thought like the whole point of like a Vibra sound card was to have like an all-in-one solution that's, you know, not amazing, but works. So if that's true, that's really annoying. But that could also explain why I think like Windows 98, was it Windows 95 that was first, would come with like the knockoff Roland sound font. So, I don't know now. Okay, setup. Music. Let's go general MIDI, because I can't, I'm hoping that this does, but okay, Sound Blaster 220, yeah, that's fine. We're gonna use 7. Was it DMA 3? I think it was. Or did I set it to 1? I don't remember. I'll find out. I should have run hardware info. Okay, that's working. No music. Okay. Well, 2000 ME were the first ones to have the wavetable MIDI. Ah, okay. Really? ME has that? That's interesting. That's like the only actual advantage to ME that I'm aware of, because everything else is just fluff. Okay. I have an AW32. I'm not willing to send that, unfortunately. Huh, music sound card. I mean, ad-lib isn't bad. It's just not what I was hoping to be able to send. Oh, this didn't work. Why? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just NT that brought the wavetable thingamajig emulator. Oh, I set it to Auth32, not AdLib. Now it'll work. Okay. So there's AdLib, but not MIDI. Okay. And we got to this point with the 4170s, so that's not an issue. No, those can be used. Maybe we'll just shove the note information out of the back. Yeah. I can see what Sound Blaster being set does. Oh wait, no, there is no sound. Oh, there is Sound Blaster. Okay. Let's just ad-lib again. And that's ad-lib emulation, doesn't have an actual OPL. Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't that. Alrighty. Out of curiosity, what would that crystal audio card do? I'm gonna look up that. You know what? Even if it's not a Sound Blaster, you know, it might not be on the list of things that people really like, maybe it would be better as an all-in-one card. Yeah, I really don't think it's the motherboard. I think they're right in that they just don't include that. All right, let me look up this crystal chip. So this is a Ctcm 4237B XQ3. Ow. With some pokey headers. Crystal chip isn't bad, but I put in a Vortex 2 for much better. Yeah, I mean, I have a Vortex 1 here. This is an 8820. Wait a minute, where's my Vortex 10? I know I have an 8810 somewhere. It's not in this. Oh, where's that at? This is. If I have two 8820s and an 8810, I will send an 8810. Yeah, so this should be a Vortex 2. So the chip designations, the last I remember, are AU AU8820s are Vortex 2s, and AU8810s are Vortex 1s. Now, in my Windows 98 PC here, not this, my tiny Pentium, I should have another 8820 because I specifically needed the wavetable header. And I think I bought this one so that I could have a second wavetable header accessible card for this system, because I pulled this out of here to be able to set this up. That's part of why I needed a clear install at the beginning of this, because I didn't want the drivers from this thing clogging up whatever's going on here. And that does pretty solid emulation, although that's a PCI card. Duh, that won't work. It specifically needs to be ISA. Alright. OPL3 sound is as good as it gets. I guess with the included stuff without going aw. I have an AW32. Unfortunately, I believe I need it. Where is it? Alright, it's right here. So this is a CT. Well, this is an AW64. Oh, that's way more than I thought it was. This is not a gold. Okay, so that's... Vortex 2 rocks. It is very good. I still have a Sound Blaster Live in my brand new Windows 98 PC because I do like that card, but honestly, the Vortex 2 is better. So, it just doesn't give you that nostalgic satisfaction of saying you have a Sound Blaster in your computer. I swear I haven't... Oh. Let me go grab my video card drawer really quick, because I think I have another DAW in there. I can't remember if I just have a diamond. So the thing is, I have a computer that I'm going to be building at some point here that's going to have a diamond monster voodoo and a 2D card to go with it, and I can't remember if the 2D card is what I have bundled with that card in here right now, or if it's another AW sound card. Is this it? Because it might be Diamond Stealth 24 I have it with, or is this the Matrox? No, this is the Stealth 64. Okay, this is the plan. Yeah, it's a Diamond Voodoo with a Stealth 24. That's a specific combination I'm looking for. Okay, I thought I had the AW64 goes with this setup. Okay. Add your old Roland SE88. No, this is not for me. Again, the whole intention of what I'm doing right now is to be able to send one of these cards to someone else who's trying to put together a 46 computer and doesn't have a really good sound card. They have an ALS 120 in there right now, which causes them some problems. So I'm trying to help them out and send them a good sound card for a DOS computer. But turns out all of my sound card options lack wavetable synthesis. So I was really hoping to find something like that I thought that was newer, that the more snobbish people might thumb their noses up at, wouldn't really want, but that would actually genuinely work well. Yeah, the wavetable header type thing, that would be the way to go. I mean, this card could do that, but I don't have spare wavetable cards sitting around, so. Here's something that if I could have got my hands on it for the new Windows XP build, I would have, but I couldn't find a new one. This is the Doom 3 NVIDIA card. It was branded, I think it's a 62. No, GeForce 6600 GT. If I could have found one of these brand new, that's what would have been in the Windows XP computer. Couldn't find it though. Alright, anyway, okay, so I guess I'm at an impasse. I can document how to set up the 4170, the Viber card with Ctcu, so it'll actually work. Yeah. Oh. All right. So I'm gonna shut this off. Pop the 4170 back in. Go through the configuration steps one more time. Ow. Put the crystal audio away. As a role in diagnostic, I could go get my, well, here's the thing. So I only have one game port to MIDI breakout cable, and I don't know where it is after the move. So even if I really wanted to, yeah, I really don't know where it is. So I couldn't connect it to this setup as is. On my 46, I use a dedicated MP401 card. So I can't use what I have that's with that computer. So yeah, funnily enough, the reason I upgraded from the Crystal Sound chip was the MIDI music for After Dark Flying Toaster sounded terrible with it. Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna, just without changing anything, actually, let's run hardware info. See, HW info. I just want to see what it's got going on here. RQK9 is the Vibra, okay. DMA is 0 and 3, okay. So if I CD Doom, no, I'm gonna have to CD up, CD Doom, setup, music, Adlib, sound effects, Sound Blaster 220, no, Sound Blaster 220, 2, 0, now it'll make all the sounds, except for that, that's weird. That's actually the first time we've had music without sound effects, because sound effects have been easier. Setup, sound effects, Sound Blaster, 220. It was set to 9. Was it 1? I wasn't paying attention now. It's not 1. Turn this down. Was it 3? You know what? Exit, C, HW info. Cannot open. Really? It's that dumb? That's annoying. CD, C, HW. IRQ is 9, so it should be 2. DMA is 1 and 3. Okay. So, should be 1, but I'll try 3 for giggles. Okay, there we go. So there's all the stuff. The only GM emulation from SB is the AL32 and AL64, at least to my knowledge. All SB16, just ad-lib synth. Okay, well that explains why all that stuff's so valuable. Dang it. Alright. At least ad-lib's something. Alright, that's that card. Let me swap to the other one, wherever I put it. There it is. So this one, it'll literally be drop-in replacement. Nothing should change. It's the exact same card, just with different colored ports. This is why I wanted to send this one initially, because I have a duplicate. So something is better than nothing, exactly. It's just calling the ALS 120 nothing, but I think it might be. Alright, CD Doom. Man, I'm so good at misspelling that. Doom. Oh, again, although that was the key's fault. Ad-lib, sound effect, bingo. Okay, so yeah. Workbench is working out fantastically. Yes, this is exactly why I wanted the workbench. Like, this wide-angle shot here, so nice to be able to do something like this here. So yes, this is exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with how it's turned out. Okay, so I think that is actually going to be it for this part. Oh, that took so much longer than I thought it would. I started at what, at 10? I've been at this for like, well, I guess I can look at this. 3 hours and 10 minutes. Wow. 3 hours and 10 minutes to install a sound card. That's pretty bad. You ever wonder why it takes so long to get a video on like a computer done? I guess there you go. I mean, and this was with extra sets of eyes helping out. Wow. Man. Yeah, plug and pray, for sure. This was really, really bad. Alright, I'm just trying to decide what I want to do next. If anything today. Like, one of the things that I had set aside here was I wanted a cat mat, and, actually I'll just switch back here. I have a 8-bit BP6 that was sent quite a long time ago, but these are known to have bad capacitors, and I was going to go through and look at all the capacitors on there, but there's a bunch of them. I don't know that I want to do a full documentation on that today. And then, same story, I picked out my bad IBM 5150 power supplies, but yeah, I think maybe this was enough for today, because I'm kind of feeling it. Oh, man. This is a real hard way to learn that those sound cards don't have onboard wave synthesis. The dual, is that Socket 7? Yeah, it should be. Those are Celeruns. Those are PGA 370s, actually. So not quite dual Socket 7. Would you ever consider reverse engineering any obscure hardware? I mean, I would. The problem is, so a lot of things like these, the sound cards, they'll use proprietary chips. So you'd actually have to reverse engineer the chip itself. And that's a whole other thing. So something that's uses off-the-shelf stuff, more like a CGA card, that would be easy, but this kind of stuff is really difficult to do. So that's why there's a lot of people going FPGA over things, because you can reverse engineer the IC, the silicon, and then actually like reprogram it into something, but that's not something I'm looking for. Doom sounds are still audible. Is that a problem? One thing I could show you here, actually. part of why I like using this particular set of files for Doom is that I have sigil. AdLib3, or AdLib3, OPL3 sigil is weird. Any thoughts on setting up an analog phone network in the office? Play around with modems? That's kind of a complicated thing to do. I don't have a PBX. That's like a whole other thing to get into and learn about. I still need to do the networking. So yeah, I don't think that'll be happening, at least anytime soon. You can do like the I don't know how to describe it other than passive phone line emulation, where you just give it a 9-volt power, and then you can have two devices directly connecting to each other without an exchange. That I could potentially see myself doing. I've had a video that I've been planning on doing for a long time that I've done that with, but I haven't actually gotten around to it, making the video. So, yeah, I did have that set up at LCX, though, if you want to go get a sneak peek of what it would be. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else to cover here. Cathode ray dudas. So I've been using a 2-point VoIP ATA to hook up two modems back to back. I may have to watch that because I need to do something like that specifically for what I'm talking about. Yeah. I have two, I forget what they are. I have them at home. I don't have them here, so I can't look. There's a couple of Cisco ATAs. Yeah. Can't remember. There's like to get them working with a modem, you have to enable some fax feature. I don't remember. It's definitely one of those things I gotta look up for. Do more research on. Yeah, though, I think I need to wrap this up because I'm going to. Well, no, I was actually filming a video this morning, but I don't think I'll be getting back to that. I think I should head home, take a break. So yeah. All right. I definitely appreciate all of the help that everyone gave me with trying to get this working. It is working, just not in the way I thought, because I didn't know that you really had to have an AW to get synthesis, wave synthesis. So, yeah, we got there, just not quite the way I thought. One moment on the modems. So if you're talking like RS-232 modems, you know, that's something I don't have. But as far as like add-in modems, I'm super duper good. I have too many because I keep everything, and almost every single computer I've ever picked up had a modem in it. So I have a ton of PCI modems and things like that. Like way too many. I have a couple of like actual modems that aren't Win modems somewhere in here. There's an example of one, but yeah, no. Then this one's the kind of the pride and joy of the modem collection. I believe this is an actual. No, it's a really big fancy modem. This is just a modem, which is hilarious. I got this in one of my 5150s, black bracket, so that one's pretty cool. But yeah, RS-232 modems, I don't have that many of. What about ISA NICs and ISA modems? So ISA, this is the wrong kind of bubble wrap. Why is this in here? I have ESD bubble wrap. I don't have a lot of 8-bit ISA NICs, but I have enough 16-bit that I'm good. Oh, that's a perfect, nice long ESD bag. Just wanted to protect this one card because it's interesting. There we go. I don't currently have many plans on doing a lot of vintage networking. there's only so many use cases for it other than like FTPing to a modern computer. In most of my systems, I try to set up kind of like this, where they have the SD card or compact flash card. Although with the XT case systems, that's a lot less convenient because you got to take your monitor off, then slide the shell out. So I don't know. Well, I guess I could get an external one, but with the card bracket thing for the compact flash card. But I don't know. It's not a big concern to me right now. So, yeah. But anyway, I think I should wrap this up. Did get there. Took a long time to get there. I forgot all about the shenanigans with the SD cards even. That was a whole other thing. But yeah, so, alright. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to help support stuff like this, I guess you could get a t-shirt with a printer on it. That is it for the moment, and I will see you next time.